Magandang araw sa lahat. Sa ngalan ng aming butihing kalihim, Secretary Hans Leo J. Cakdak, narito ang pangalawang episode ng Usapang NMP at iba pa. Matapos ang ilang taong pagsusulong ng batas na ito, sa wakas, naipatupad na rin ang Magna Carta of Filipino Seafarers na nilagdaan ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. noong September 23, 2024 bilang Republic Act No. 12021. Kasunod nito ay ang nabalangkas na Implementing Rules and Regulations na pinagtibay naman noong January 8, 2025 sa pagitan ni DMW Secretary Hans Leo J. Cakdak at Marina Administrator Sonia B. Malaluan. Naging witness signatory din ang inyong lingkod bilang kinatawan ng NMP sa naturang IRR. Ilan sa mga pangunahing layunin ng batas na ito ay ang mga sumusunod. Codify the rights and obligations of Filipino seafarers. Implement MLC 2006, an STCW convention applying standards to domestic and overseas seafarers. Enhance education, cadetship, training and practice of Filipino seafarers. Align and institutionalize policies of CHED, Marina, DOLE, and DMW on seafarer education, safety, and labor standards. Protect seafarers from exploitative practices affecting their livelihood and well-being. Promote public safety by ensuring seafarers' skills and competencies, and identify roles of government agencies and stakeholders to support effective implementation. Malawak ang saklaw ng batas na ito. Nais nating pagtuunang pansin ang patungkol sa education and training of seafarers and cadets na napaloob sa ilang sections under Chapter 18 of this law. Ilan sa mga salient provisions ay ang mga sumusunod. Marina shall have jurisdiction over maritime education in consultation with CHED. Shipboard training shall be a requirement for international maritime degree programs. Requirements for maritime higher education institutions offering international maritime degree programs to have their own training ships, simulators, or other similar technologies. Requirements for Philippine registered ships on shipboard training, and regulation of training programs and fees. Sa batas rin na ito, mas pinagtibay pa ang mandato ng National Maritime Polytechnic to provide skills enhancement training, conduct strategic studies and research for the maritime industry, develop and maintain a resource center for Filipino seafarers, offer with TESDA non-degree courses and programs as part of transition assistance, and work together with Marina and CHED to mainstream gender and development in the curricula of maritime institutions and training centers. Bilang pagtalima sa Section 9 ng batas na ito on the right to educational advancement and training and reasonable and affordable cost, ay sinusulong ng NMP ang aming modernization plan maging ang aming expansion initiatives to Luzon and Mindanao. Patuloy rin ang aming pag-aaral to have more free training courses on top of the existing 30 that are already available. We will likewise actively provide our technical assistance to the Secretary of DMW in his capacity as member to the Maritime Industry Board in implementing Section 83 for the regulation of training programs and fees. In conclusion, our Filipino seafarers deserve no less but full implementation of this law. Sa kanilang di matatawarang sakripisyo at kontribusyon to our global economy and national development, nararapat lamang na mabigyan sila ng karampatang proteksyon para sa kanilang kapakanan. Sa ating mga bagong bayani, makakaasa kayo na kaisa ninyo ang NMP sa layuning ito. Maraming salamat hanggang sa susunod na episode ng Usapang NMP at iba pa. Mabuhay ang marinong Pilipino sa bagong Pilipinas!